qualities of a good voice? Each of us are blessed with a unique voice, right? No two voices are exactly the same. So we cannot just apply a standard definition saying that this is how a good voice sounds. We cannot define like that. But there are certain common qualities that every voice should have so that it is suitable for singing. So in today's video, I am going to specifically share 5 important qualities that every voice should have and that you should also try to develop so that your voice becomes more suitable for singing and you can become a much better singer. And I'll also talk about how VoxGuru can help you in developing each of these qualities, because we have done a very extensive research, especially on voice culture, and we have a very unique curriculum in voice culture. So we systematically train you on each and every aspect of your singing voice. So let's quickly take a look at what are these 5 important qualities of a good voice. The first and most important quality of a good voice is it should be tuneful. Tuneful means every note that you sing should be in the correct pitch. It should be in tune. In fact, it is pitch that differentiates speaking from singing, right? So if your song is not in the perfect pitch, then it will sound more like you are speaking the song rather than singing the song, right? So the first and foremost aspect, which takes a lot of time to develop, okay, and that should be the first area of focus for any singer, is to develop that perfect sense of pitch. The second quality of a good voice is it should be resonant. A resonant voice is basically a very rich sounding voice. You know, sometimes we listen to a voice and immediately we get attracted to the sound of the voice itself, right? Forget about the music for a minute. But the sound of the voice itself just captivates us. That is because the voice is really resonant. It has that rich tonal quality to it. So how do we build a nice resonant voice? I believe that resonance is very closely related to our breathing technique. How do we inhale before singing? How do we hold our breath? How do we gradually control the exhalation while singing? All this really defines the tone of our voice. The quality of the voice which finally comes out is defined by the way we control our breathing. The third quality of a good voice is it should be flexible. Now when you're singing a song, we cannot expect that all the notes will just be moving in a very systematic and predictable manner, right? In a song, anything can happen. The tune can go all over the place. Suddenly you're singing a low note. The next moment you have to sing the upper note, and then you have to keep switching back and forth. So you need to develop a lot of flexibility to be able to handle all these movements. So how do we develop this flexibility in our voice? Flexibility cannot be developed just by singing a lot of songs, right? You need to do certain specific exercises to systematically teach your voice how to make these kind of jumps, how to move from one note to another note, which is quite far away, how to make those jumps. So gradually we have to, start with a smaller jump, then slowly increase the distance, then keep increasing. That is how your voice gets trained to handle any type of combination. So in our curriculum, we have specific modules to develop this flexibility aspect, and flexibility is not just for the purpose of singing beautifully. It is also important for the safety of your voice, right? If your voice is not flexible and if you try to attempt certain very challenging songs, eventually you will cause a lot of harm and damage to your voice. So if you want your voice to be really healthy, then you have to train it to become really flexible so that you're able to take up really challenging songs. The next quality of a good voice is it should be strain-free. There should be no strain or tension when you're singing, no matter whether you're singing the higher notes or the lower notes or the middle notes. Your voice should be very, very smooth and you should be effortless in your singing, right? Nobody likes to watch a singer who is literally struggling to reach the notes or who is trying to shout and scream the notes, right? We like to watch somebody who is effortlessly able to do even the challenging stuff in music. Now, normally strain is something very difficult for us to correct on our own, because when we are singing, we may not even realize at what point we started straining our voice. So it really helps to have an expert at the other side telling us exactly when we start straining and correcting us then and there. So this is what we do at VoxGuru. When we listen to you sing, we are able to immediately detect where the tension lies, which part of your vocal apparatus is facing tension. So if we can point out that to you correctly, then imagine the relief you will feel when you are able to relax that particular muscle. Okay, so this is the kind of guidance you require to get rid of this vocal strain. And the last quality of a good voice that I'm going to talk about today is a good voice should be expressive. It should be able to convey emotions to the audience, right? Ultimately, music is all about emotions. It is not enough to just have a perfect voice, a perfect breathing technique, a perfect pitch and all that. Ultimately, your singing needs to have emotion. Only then it will reach the audience, right? This again requires a sharp ear. Ultimately, your ear has to tell you what emotion is being expressed in that song. How does the voice sound? You have to give feedback to yourself. You cannot always be dependent only on a teacher to give you feedback. You have to also keep correcting yourself, right? So you have to have that razor sharp ear to understand the expressions and modulations involved in a song. So those were the 5 qualities of a good voice. So now you tell me which are the qualities you have and which are the qualities you need to develop. So if you want the right kind of guidance to develop all of these aspects in a very, very systematic and safe manner, then do drop us a WhatsApp message right away. I've shared the link in the description. So just drop us a hi. We will get back to you with our voice culture programs and all the other courses that we offer, and you're going to be in very good hands to identify and understand your own voice much better and develop all these amazing qualities of a good voice. And this will eventually help you in every style of music. So this is not restricted to only Carnatic or Hindustani or Western or anything. Any style of singer that you may be, this course will be very, very relevant and applicable to you, and it will really help you in your future journey with music. So I'll be waiting to hear from you. Drop us that message right away and join the VoxGuru family.